The Trevor Jackson Podcast.
What's good with you guys today, man? I'm excited about this episode. I have a special guest that we have good conversation all the time, like great conversation. And we seen something that went viral as of recently from Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. She has her own platform, but she has been on multiple shows as of recently with Cam Newton, Nick Cannon, and I wouldn't be surprised if she would be on Shannon Sharp show here soon, because she's been talking about relationship things and they have been interesting and they have been extremely viral. But I'm going to play the first clip and then I'm going to introduce my guest. Let's get to it.
You being who you are, you attract a certain type of man. Me being who I am, I can take anybody and transform them into who I want them to be. A woman cannot do that.
That's not true.
In most cases.
That's not true.
Okay, she's not willing.
No, I'm saying that no man can take a woman and transform her into what he wants her to be. She came in and is willing to allow you to tell her what you want and she'll submit to those. You're not God, and you're not the potter maker. So your hands ain't on no pot, sweetie, taking a woman and conforming. You just don't have that power. You probably would like to, but you don't have that power. You can take her, like I just said before, with the womanizer and the guy who, me being in your studio, and say, baby, these are the qualifications, and she chooses, which is her free will to never be yours, to hit them points or not. And when she chooses to hit them points, you then choose to keep her or you choose to shake her. Because you can never take water, you can never take water, baby, and make this 7-Up. You can pour it out and fill it back up, but this will never turn to what you wanted. You're not Jesus. You ain't turning water to wine. That's not how it happens. Now, you can't take a woman and make her what you want. You can tell her what you want, and I'm going to give her power back, and she'll choose to be that. But you don't get the power of saying you made her that, whether an entrepreneur or a mother or a wife. She chooses to let you do that by telling you, I'll submit to those orders. There's a difference. Now, with the man, a high-valued woman can do the same thing with the man. Baby, you want to be here? This is the qualifications. This is what I need, the prerequisites. He can say yes or he can say no. Either way. But if he chooses to do that, then that's his choice, and she got what she wanted. It's all about conduciveness. Is it conducive or not? Right. However, we don't potter nobody. And that's where the disconnect comes in at, with people who are high-valued but low-functioning. But I don't want Hold on. High-valued but low-functioning. The high-valued, low-functioning, I'm going to say it again. Y'all stick with me. High-valued, low-functioning thinks the high value can attract the low functioning, and the low functioning and that high value person thinks they can potter the low functioning and mold them to be what they want. It don't work like that at all. That person still chooses to become what you're telling them you want them to be. That's still their power, and they can take it back when they want.
The Trevor Jackson Podcast.
So, to touch bases on this topic with me, I have my beautiful wife, Key Shanna, with me right now. How are you doing today, baby?
Good.
What's your perspective on that clip? What's your thoughts? When you hear that, what do you hear?
I'm bewildered, actually. Man, I think that, what's her name, Dr.?
Cheyenne Bryant.
Cheyenne Bryant, I think she was absolutely correct in what she stated as far as, people having their own free will, right? It's your choice to follow or submit to an individual if you so choose to. However, I guess Cam's Newton perspective is because of the fact he's quite wealthy, then, he has the resources to transform women into whom he wants them to be, right? But no one can transform anyone into anything, right? You have your own mind, and so you do whatever you want to do, not what someone wants you to do.
That's true. I agree with that, because that's like creating a person, and I'm starting to notice that it's a lot of successfully financially men that think like that.
Yeah.
They obtain a lot of money and they think that they can create a person. Even women also. I don't want to just bash men and talk about men, but women think that because they have finances, they can create a person. This is not the PlayStation 5. For real, you have your own choice.
Right.
And people can choose, and people get used to things. It ain't just because you have money for so long, or you can do this for me or do that for me, that I'm going to I have to allow you to do whatever you're going to do, and you have to allow me to have a choice.
Right.
as a woman or a male. But the word like high value has been floating around so much. It's like, I don't know what they mean, a high value woman or a high value man. I think that they're speaking from just a financial perspective. Do you understand, like, what does that mean, or what is your thought process behind high value individual?
Well, to me, when I think of high value, I think of someone that has a lot of integrity, right? Someone that has good morals and good values. Someone who does the right thing all the time, right? Someone who looks out for people. Someone reliable. Someone who will give you the shirt off their back. Also, along with that, someone who is willing to go the extra mile to help, and lend a hand to people. Yeah. So a lot of people think of high value as in assets, right? Okay. As in money from a financial perspective. However, what I will say is that, when it's all said and done, we all go back to the dirt.
Yeah.
And so we have to be humble, right? Because money comes and definitely money does go. So you have to be very aware, and also you have to be definitely in tune to who you are. And money is definitely, it can be the root of all things evil as well. So you have to be very, very careful when it comes to money, and also when you try to manipulate people with money.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's not a good thing. And to me, that doesn't make you a high value individual, because your wallet is high value.
Yeah, that's true. Because you could be a successfully financial person, but you could be, I don't want to degrade nobody, but you could be an idiot at the end of the day.
Right.
And that decreases your value. And then also that word value has multiple meanings, because people value different things, like you were saying. And we're going to go on to the next clip. She was on Nick Cannon's show also.
Okay.
And I didn't show you this clip, but she was talking about accountability.
That's good.
And we're married, so accountability is relevant in our life.
Right.
And it's multiple ways that you can be accountable, but I think that action and continuous action is the main way that you can show accountability. But let me be quiet and play the clip.
Of accountability, but I hate the way it's thrown around, because accountability isn't something that I can just tell you, Nick, you need to be accountable.
Like, all right, I'm accountable. And then
right?
what?
And then what? And then what if all you know is how to say, I'm sorry? What if that's the extent to your capacity of accountability?
How do you actually become accountable for more than just saying, I'm sorry, or yeah, I'm guilty, or I did that? Where does the real repentance occur?
I love that. Accountability isn't just, I'm sorry, it's a plan of action to shift or pivot in a different way next time around. So really, I don't need an apology from you for you to be accountable. So you can be accountable on your own without saying, I'm sorry, right? Because accountability shows up in our next engagement where we encounter the same circumstance. I see you do a different action. That's accountability.
Don't repeat the same offense.
That's accountability.
I think she basically summed it up with what she said about accountability. But a lot of people go into relationships not wanting to be accountable for their actions. They just want to have fun.
Right.
That's what I think. That's what I assume. Some people go into relationships just wanting to have fun, and they don't want to be accountable. But both of those people, it's like a lot of people that come on platforms, they don't be married, but they be experts at relationship conversation.
That's funny.
What's funny about that?
Because of course everybody has a perspective. If you are in a relationship, you don't have to be married to have a perspective.
That's true. That's
right?
true. That's true.
So because of that, if you do have the experience, and I do believe that you do have some insight, so you can speak on the topic.
Mm-hmm. You can speak on the topic, but
yeah,
who's to say that you live the topic?
That's different.
Because you have to have lived experiences to be able to have a professional critique on something.
I agree.
But accountability, like, define what accountability is to Key, Shanna.
To me, I'm actually going to use the word liable, right, instead of accountability.
Okay.
One and the same. And I mean, it's very big, of course. Whatever you do in life, you have to hold yourself reliable or responsible, right? So, and at the same time, you can't really expect that from other people if you don't hold yourself liable or responsible for the situation that you're in.
Okay.
Right. I do believe that it's absolutely, if you're in a relationship, a two-way street. Okay. Because you two are considered one. And so you're working together. If you're not working together, then you're working apart.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you're not progressing. You're digressing and you're moving backwards and you're not reaching the goal that you guys set for the union.
That's true. That is extremely true. And you have to be accountable in your relationship to me, because if I'm not being accountable with my words and my actions, then that means I'm not looking out for the best interests of you.
Right.
And then that's the sole purpose of me being in a relationship with you, is to look out for your best interests and make sure that you win, make sure that you grow, make sure that you evolve, make sure that you're happy, you're content. And it's not my responsibility to make you happy, but I have to attempt to try to make you happy. That's my opinion. So
Very good opinion. Very good perspective.
Okay, that's
I
what's
like
up,
that.
baby.
That's
High
good.
value what? Salute to Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, man, for going viral with this topic, man. We appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, comment, man. Talk to us in the comment section so we can further the discussion. See y'all later, man.